Test, 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 test. Okay, I've just discovered I have been muted this entire time. So there goes 5 minutes wasted. So let me start over again. Thanks everyone for joining. We are here today for race 12 of Bolt Racing Group. It's a season finale. The championship has been decided already. And I'll just quickly get the message from Spider-Man so I can see who it is. Criswell has won the championship already. He's about 80 points ahead of P2, so he's not going to have to worry about anyone in this race. But there is a two-way battle for P2 between Teak and Alpha, so keep an eye on that. And we've got a three-way battle between Alpha, Wekfez, and Hervina. So there's going to be a lot of championship deciders going on here today, so you need to be careful. You need to watch out for these two, because whoever finishes ahead could just gain another position in the championship, and that's going to be crucial because Milo is giving $100 US to the top three finishes here. You heard it here first. So yeah, these guys are going to be fighting for their lives today. So Teak, I'm not sure if he's on an in lap. He looks like he does have enough fuel for another lap. He did spin in sector 2 on his previous lap, and he needs to finish Alpha in quali to get a better start and to get down the inside into turn 1. He needs this more than anyone. So let's see if he's coming in or if he's staying out. He's had a horrible entry into turn 12 there. Is he going to stay out? We've got May being disqualified from the session. And now he's coming in. There's a yellow flag. He's coming in. He's run out of fuel. So let's keep an eye on that. Now, where is Mural? Mural has just gone around turn 3, opening up his DRS in the first activation zone there. He hasn't set a time yet. We've got a pole of 1:08.0 by Blue Rocket. Good going there. And the championship leader, Criswell, is currently in P15 with a 1:15.953. Now, did he do those on inters? Oh, he did them on full wets, actually, so expect him to go a little bit faster there. Let's keep that open so we can see. There we go. Right. We'll stay on board with Mural and see how he gets on this lap. He hasn't validated, and he's letting someone by, I believe. There goes a Haas, I think that was. And I believe he is on an outlap, so let's see how he gets on. He has got enough fuel. That little red spanner isn't showing up, and his fuel is not red, so this could be it. As he approaches turn 12, he's starting to precondition his tyres. He is starting a lap, a little bit of a luck on the right there. Horrible entry. You want to avoid that curve. You want to go a little bit wide even, so you can get on that throttle early and set yourself up. Now, he wants to stick to the right here. He does not want to reduce track distance as he is coming up to the start-finish line. You want to do that on your actual hot lap, not the out lap, and here he goes. So the timer has begun. He's on his hot lap right now, so he's got a lot of curbing to turn on. We didn't see that from Wekfez and Alpha earlier when we were watching their lap, but he's done it now. Already up into 7th gear. They had a little bit of wheel spinners just coming out. He's got his DRS wide open, and if his setup is right, you want to see him peaking at about 2:06 as he comes in. No, he's a lot slow. He's got a lot more downforce than some of these drivers who are currently sat in the top 5. They were peaking at about 2:06, 2:07 as he was going into turn 4. But let's see what he can do. So his sector 1 time wasn't too bad. His sector 2 time we're going to find out very soon as he comes into turn 8. This triple right-hander, and through this almost hairpin he goes through turn 9. Keeps on the inside a little bit squirmy. He almost had a tank slapper there as he was going through turn 10, but he's managed to keep it on. I don't think this is going to be the tidiest of laps. Let's see what his sector 2 time is. He starts to come up the hill here into turn 12. It's a 52.531. So again, not the greatest of laps right now, but it's not even tidy even. I think he's worried that he's going to have to fish out $300 for the top 3 drivers. He was hoping he'd win them all, but no, he can't. So he's reducing track distance, keeping his car to the left-hand side of the track. He crosses the line and he sets a 1:09.582. So that's almost 2 seconds over. It is in fact over 2 seconds from pole of Blue Rocket right now, who's managed to break into the 1:07.5. So he has set a 1:07.5. Good job there, Blue Rocket. Now we've got Polani, who has come off in sector 2. He's just waiting for his car to go. I'm surprised his car didn't reset to track there, but he has got 2 more cars to go, who he needs to let pass and not disrupt because he could be getting a penalty there, but he has managed to let them go. He is now back on track and he's going to have to come in. I'm pretty sure those tyres are now shot, and we've got just Lethal on an out lap, and we've got, I think, a few guys starting a hot lap. Now let's go back to Robbo France now and see how he is getting on. So he's just crossed the line. He was 5/10 up on his time. He did a 1:08.934, so that is an improvement, but it's still a second and a half off P1, but that's a good position for him. And let's quickly go to Albrecht. Let's see what he can do. He was on a 108.642 and he's got a 10th faster. It's a 108.559, so that's nice and tidy. Again, a second slower than P1, but again, another good time for him there. We've got a yellow at the end of sector 2, but it looks like those guys are okay now. And I'm sure everyone's going to be dialing back to the garage now to put on that final pair of softs and set that final lap. Now, as we can see, it's Blue Rocket in first place with a 107.569. It's Cito with a 108.004. And I'm just going to quickly check if you guys can hear me okay. Give me a second. I'm just going to quickly check. Yeah, it looks like you can hear me. Okay, great. So I'll keep an eye on the people coming out of the pits right now as we see someone spin. We've got Mosquito on an outlap who's just coming into, where are we, turn 10 right now. He's warming up his tyres. He's on a 109.5 right now. We'll stick with him, and after that we'll switch to some of the front runners. Let's see where Mosquito can get. So again, as he's coming on his outlap, avoid that curb, get that steering wheel as straight as possible and bang on that throttle as quick as you can. You don't want to reduce track distance here. Push that car wide slightly so you can get a higher top speed when you cross the line. There we go. He's going as wide as he can and he's invalidated. Best of start to a hot lap. Has he got time to coming back in and put on a fresh set of softs and get that fuel where he wants it? I don't know. Hopefully he wasn't listening there when I was telling him to go wider. I just didn't want him to go as wide as he did, as we see Teak go a 10th down in Sector 2, so he's not on the best of Sector 2s anyway. I wonder if he's going to dive in and get a new pair of tyres. Is he coming in? He is. He's lifting. He's coming in. He's going to want to get a better pair of tyres there. Right. And let's just quickly go back to see. So Teak is the driver for Ferrari, who is currently sat in P2 in the championship. And just as a reminder to everyone who's watching, King Mural is going to be paying $100 US to the top 3 drivers. I think that's why he's underperforming today, because he knows he's about to go bankrupt. There he is on an outlap again, going through turn 4. We've got a few drivers on an outlap now. Let's see who's at the front of that pack. Is it Danny? No, Danny's at the back. We've got Polani. Where's he again? He's just coming up now. He is on an outlap. So, yes, he is. Okay, so let's see how he gets on. We'll stick with him first. We still are not seeing Blue Rocket or Blackfest come out of the pits yet. So, he sets a 108.982. And it looks like I'm not sure if he's on a hot lap or not. He's invalidated anyway, so let's move off from him. Let's look at Mosquito, who's just coming down the middle straight right now with his DRS wide open. He is on a hot lap, so let's keep an eye on him. So again, he's taken that corner perfectly, just hit that inside curb. It's not unsettled his car at all. He's managed to get on that throttle nice and early. And here he goes, lift and slight tap on the brakes as he goes through at turn 6 there, and he's... I can't see, where's his, I can't see what his, yeah, he has got his DRS turned up. He doesn't look like it's coming down that much, like it's actually going up, 49%, 46%, and he's discharging it now, so he has got his DRS on, thank God for that. Okay, so here he comes now, as he just about finishes Sector 2. Let's see what his Sector 2 time is. He starts to climb up the hill into turn 12. He's half a second up on his time right now, so he's looking at a low 109 and possibly into the 108. So that will put him up into above P11. It will put him up into P11 or P10. Let's see what he can do as he was reducing that track distance. Keeping to the left-hand side there. DRS wide open. He crosses the line with a 108.816. That has pushed him into the top 10. Great job there, Mosquito. Now, Nils is on an outlap as well. Nils is an OFR driver, and he's coming up to turn 12. He's just about to start his lap, so let's see how he gets on. I think this is his second race here in the Bolt Racing Group, and we'll stick with him as we see Breakfast come out now for an outlap, so we'll switch to him afterwards. Now, let's see how Nils can perform in Bolt Racing Group as we see him giving a huge tow to a Mercedes behind him at the minute. Let's hope that he doesn't disrupt the next lap. So here we go. No, it was just a bit of a tow there, so he's doing okay. That's King Mural, who's now popped up into P4, giving a big tow there from Nils, so good job there. And let's ride on board with him when he comes round turn 3, opens up his DRS. Now let's see, oh, he's warming his tyres up. He's going for a second outlap. So you can see this a lot in this game. The tyres just do not get up to temperature because when you leave, they're only 70 degrees Celsius centigrade. And after one lap, it is just not enough. You want those tyres at around the 90-degree mark before you start, and that way they'll be peaking around sector 2, and you need tyre temperature the most at around 95, and that's where you want to keep them. And they will start to cool down as soon as you get through turn 12. So we're seeing a clever strategy here from Nils. Now are going to switch to Bwerkfest right now. Blue Rocket is on an out lap too. Now Bwerkfest again, he is only 2/10 down on that P1 at the minute. Now he needs to improve. He's got his DRS open. He is bombing it down the straight. Let's see what his top speed is down the straight. Can he peak into the 206s? I think I might have saw it there, or it might have just been a 205, but he is another one with a lower downforce setup than some of the others compared, like King Mural. So Bwerkfest is doing okay at the moment. His sector 1 time was pretty decent. We'll stick with him through sector 2, and then we'll switch back to Nils to see if Nils is improving at all on his actual hot lap. So here we go. Round turn, where are we going up now? We're going up to turn 10. Sector 2 is about to end. You need to be very, very careful here. I've got nightmares about that corner. But he's coming downhill now, and he's starting the roller coaster to come back uphill. His sector 2 time, he is 100th down on his time at the moment. Let's see if his sector 1 was any good, and can he improve in his sector 3, which is pretty much a straight. Again, he wants to stick to the left here. You need to reduce that track distance. Every centimetre is going to count. He hasn't invalidated, and is he going to be able to improve on his time? It was a 7.42. No, he's not. He's actually gone a tenth slower. Now let's jump back to Nils to see how he's getting on. He's currently in the middle again at turn 10. Another corner you need to be careful of. Let's remember what happened in Noah Path, or let's not. And here he comes now down the hill, and he spun. He's lost the rear of the car. Tyres too hot, possibly. That extra outlap could have punished him here. We won't know. And Bwerkfest has invalidated his lap, so he's not going to be setting a time. So Cito has finished in P3 for now. He's got a Ferrari side by side with him, who he might be giving it. Is he giving someone a tow at the moment, or is he the driver behind? No, he's the driver behind. So who is still on a lap? King Mural is coming into the pit, so he's happy with P5 for now. Nils spun. He's not going to be able to set another lap, so he's going to be coming into the pit too. Here comes Lingy as he set his time. He's got purple in the middle sector. Lingy is purple in the middle sector in that BWT car there. Is he going to be able to improve on his time and take that P1 away? Where is he going to finish? P4 at 108.0. He's still half a second off the time there, and let's quickly jump down to Donava, who's currently off the track, and he's going to be finishing in P15 as everyone behind him has already retired or has the checkered flag. So there we go, guys. It is Blue Rocket who is going to be finishing pole here today. Where is Blue Rocket in the championship? I can't see it in this picture. Maybe he's got another name. This is why oh, there he is. He's in P14. He's a reserve driver, and he has just taken pole. Look at him go. Well done there. But that was an interesting quali. It really was. So just to remind you guys, we have Crisbel, who has taken the championship already. He's the one that set his time on wets, and he's going to be starting in P18. So he's going to be doing a last to first type of thing. He wants a bit of a challenge in the final race. Maybe that's what it is. Now, in P2, there is a two-way battle. It's between Teak and it's between Alpha. Either of these guys could take it today, but Alpha's going to need a race win, and Teak's going to have to finish somewhere below P10 if he wants this to happen. He's currently only 18 points behind, but that is a pretty tall order. Now, for the championship battle for P3, it's Alpha, Bwerkfest, and Hervina. Now, Alpha's on 148. 16 points behind is Bwerkfest, and on even points is Hervina. And just remember, guys, Milo is going to be given $100 US to every driver who finishes in the top 3. So I imagine that Bwerkfest and Hervina are going to come to blows today. They're currently even on points at 132, and whoever finishes ahead of the other, as long as they're in the top 10, they are going to be securing that P3. Hopefully, if they can beat Alpha. Now, the rest of the grid is quite spaced out. We've got two drivers, P6 and P7, both on 109 points. That's Sui Ross and Lingy. So let's keep an eye on that battle too. We've got Albrecht and King Mural only separated by 5 points. We've got May and Nur both on 61 points. Actually, this is closer than I thought. We've got Acid Masters and Blue Rocket separated by 6 points. We've got Sins and Raz separated by 10. Raz and Kedge have the same amount of points, and only 1 point behind them is Deadly Mosquito. This championship table is going to be changing a lot today, I reckon. And this is going to make for an absolute spectacle. So, guys, let's make sure we stay tuned and let's keep an eye on what's going on in the race. So, they do have a formation lap. So, we will have a little bit of time to set up. We've got Shane asking for no readying up. And someone's readied up. There we go. So someone has readied up. We've got 20 seconds. Let's hope these guys can change their setups, what they want to, their wings and stuff like that. And let's hope they can set their strategy set their tyre strategy, their pit strategy. Let's make sure they can do all of that in under 30 seconds. Now, I reckon there's going to be a big pile up into turn one. Now, these guys have all of the driving assists on, so they will be able to use the racing line if they want to, and they will be able to know when to brake. But people are just going to be too ambitious. There is too much on the line right now, especially because Milo is giving the top three drivers $100 each. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of desperation. We might see tyre rubbing. I think that's the very least of what we'll see. I think the most of what we'll see is drivers pushing each other wide. A lot of collisions. And let's hope we can keep it clean. Let's hope it's better than Monza. Now, they're just doing the warm-up lap now. They're just going through one of two DRS zones. The detection zone is, I believe it's just as you're coming through turn 2, and then the activation zone is just after you finish the left-hander at turn 3. Now, they're starting sector 2 now, and this is a place where you do not want to be side-by-side. Coming uphill here, going through the right-hander, at turn 6, if you are side by side with anyone, there's going to be a collision and someone's going to be sent into that wall and they're going to lose a tyre or two. So they need to be careful and they need to choose their battles wisely here. Now, into this really tricky part of the track as you go through turn 8, there's a little bit of a hairpin, and some people might even try and move around the outside here because you can carry a little bit of speed and just kind of coast through the corner and carry more speed than you would on the inside line, obviously. And that can allow you to set yourself up into a nice position as you go up to turn 10. But hopefully we won't see too many dive bombs there. Now, as you go through turn 10, you start this uphill, downhill, uphill bit of the track. They've just gone through turn 12 there, and that's another place where you might want to stick it down the inside. But if you do stick it down the inside and you have to take that inside curve, you will be unsettled so much it will take you about a second longer to get on that throttle, and you will be so severely compromised on top speed as you're coming down the main straight. So you do need to be careful, and this is the final DRS zone here. The detection zone for it, I believe, is just as you're going. The detection is just as you're going before the. At turn 13 is the detection, and the activation is just before the pit lane. So you will have a long way to go, and a long way to take advantage of that drag reduction system. This isn't going to help out the tyre pressures, the tyre temperatures and pressures actually for those who are ahead. We've got a lot of people starting on the mediums, majority, and some starting on the hards too. So let's stick with the position change for now, and let's see how we get on, as Robbo Fant has failed to start in his pit box correctly. So here we go, guys. It's Blue Rocket starting on pole on the left-hand side with the Red Bull of Buekfest on the inside. Sorry, right-hand side, inside of left side. Here we go. So we're waiting for those lights. I can't see them from this angle. That's all 5 lights, and we are away. So we've got a pretty decent start. A little bit of wheel spin, and we've got the Red Bull coming down the inside because he's suffered from third gear wheel spin there. The Red Bull of Buekfest has managed to get in the lead at turn 1. Now, there are a few incidences, as we can see. There's a little bit of contact there. I saw some carbon flyer flying somewhere there, but everyone's made it through. Now we've got him. It's King Mural. It's King Mural. The $300 he needs to give up is absolutely devastating his race. We've got 2 more drivers ahead as well. It's Chris Bull, the championship leader, and his original power in the McLaren, who have dropped behind. Now King Mural back up to P18. Now Buekfest in the Red Bull is still ahead. He's got a margin. He's got a 1.2 second lead ahead there. He's already managed to pull ahead. It's going up to 1.4 as Blue Rocket is just dropping back. I think his tyre temperatures, they just aren't there at the moment. He's struggling a lot as we see Alpha behind him and Lingy behind him, very close with under 0.4 of a second it just went to there. So we definitely need to keep an eye on this. These guys are putting the pressure on early. We're still in lap 1, and we have seen a lot of close driving. We've seen a big major incident for King Mural at the back. He's now moved up to P16, and we've got Denava off. Denava in the Mercedes, teammate to King Mural. He is off right now. He's backwards, and he's dropped that Mercedes back into P20. So it's not looking good for him. He needs to keep it cool. He needs to cool his tyres down and maybe even bring it in. Maybe pop on a pair of softs and wait for that safety car. It looks inevitable at this point as Buekfest in that Red Bull is still holding on to P1, and he has finished the first lap ahead of his rival Blue Rocket. So let's just move down the grid a little bit as we see some drivers pretty close. We've got Hervina just 2 tenths behind Teak at the moment. This is all looking very close. Now, he's not got DRS. You have to wait till lap 3 for that. But let's remember, it's Teak and it's Alpha who are battling for P2. And the 2 guys that are on the same points, so with 132, Buekfest and Hervina. So Buekfest is looking good so far, and look at that. We've got a Ferrari spun there as we saw them try to go side by side into turn 6. What did I say? You cannot do it there. It is too dangerous, and he has now been dropped back. That is a shame. Poor Teak. Poor Teak. But here we go anyway. These guys are coming back into racing now. We're just getting an overtake from Mosquito on Pellini there. Pellini's not giving up though, but he's got a McLaren behind him of Robbo France, and he needs to be careful there. So let's see how they get on as they finish sector 2, climb up the hill into turn 10. We've got a Haas off. It's Sweeney Ross is off. Let's see if he's okay. He's managed to come back on track, but Nils has managed to get ahead of him now. Nils is up into P10. He's still lost 3 positions from the start of the race. So something happened to him at turn 1, I believe, as Wetfest again gets the fastest lap. And look at this. Sweet Ross is just getting eaten up now as the Alfa Romeo flies past him off Plain Cookie now. It's the gap has opened up a little bit between Lingy and Alpha. Oh, and Alpha, oh, look at that. Lingy, sorry, he can't hold on. I think those tyres might be a bit cold there. The hards are not switched on, at least not on lap 3 anyway. Wait a few more laps for these hards to get up to temperature. We're looking at around 85 degrees, I think you need to turn these hards to in order for them to start sticking to the track. But it just doesn't look like he's got that grip at the moment. And Pellini now, as we go into lap 3, he's coming through turn 6. He's staying behind, and he is very close, just 3 tenths behind at the moment. Very, very close. Now we've got a little bit of battle going on at the same point on the track between Cito and Just Lethal. Oh, and look at that! Just Lethal just spins the car, the rear tyres again. Are they overheating? Have some of these guys, did they not manage to put their tyre pressures back down from quali because someone readied up? Is that what it could be? A lot of overheating tyres? We don't know. But he has spun and he is now dropped down to P17. Darn, that is a shame there. Now, let's see if there's anyone else close on track right now. There is. Sorry for switching so quickly like this, guys, but look at this. We've got Pellini, who will get DRS. DRS wide open. Look for those 2 purple dots at the bottom of the screen on the revometer there. He's got his DRS wide open, and he's gaining on him. It's 5 tenths of a second. I think he's not realised he's going faster than he was the previous lap, and he's just outbroken himself slightly there. But look at this, he's managed to get that back down to under 4 tenths of a second now, and he's going to get DRS again, while the driver ahead, Mosquito, in that Alpha has not got DRS. But look at this, it looks like he's almost pulling away. He was pulling away. It was 364, then it went up to 384. So, again, higher downforce setup, probably. That's probably what it could be. Now, there's no heroics as he goes through turn 6 there. Doesn't want to stick it up the inside. He's far behind, sorry, to achieve a move there. But if he can keep it close, if he's going through this tricky part of the track now, turn 9. Ooh, he's still there, he lifted now. He could have tried to send it down the inside, but I think he's being clever. He's playing the long game here, and he knows with DRS that he's got and DRS that the driver ahead doesn't have, he's going to be able to perform a nice swift overtake there. Look at that, he's avoided that curve, making sure he straightens up that wheel, gets early on that throttle, wait for that DRS activation. He's just gone through the detection zone there. He's definitely under a second. He's only 4 tenths behind right now, but look at this, he's pulling away again. Look at that delta rising. DRS open now. Is it coming down? It is coming down slightly. There we go. He's got it down half a tenth. He's got it down a full tenth. But the driver ahead is just running a lower downforce setup. He must be. Now, this has to be it. The DRS is just too powerful if you're this close. He's only 2 tenths behind. And look at the driver again pulling away. He is pulling away. DRS is just not working out for him at the moment. Maybe he has a little bit of damage on the car. I don't know. Can't see any damage to his front wing at least. We've got a yellow flag. We've got Original Pau, I think it is, who is off at the moment at turns 1, 2 and 3. He's just coming around the corner now. We will quickly switch down to Mural, who is in P17, and he's now managed to get very close behind him to get through turn 4 of Albrecht ahead of him. He's just 1.5 tenths behind him. We're on lap 5. We're a 6th of the way through, guys. 7th of the way through. I can't count anymore. My brain is mush. COVID killed me. But look at this. King Mural is still managing to keep it within 5 tenths of a second, even through the downforce dependent part of the track. So you can see here, you know, the less aerodynamic features of these cars are actually making the racing a little bit closer. But look at this, he dropped back 7 tenths of a second. I think it sounded like he downshifted there and just held onto a gear a bit too much, but he's locked up as he's gone into turn 12. Turn 13, he's over-revving this car massively. He's wheel spinning the rears. He was wheel spinning in 5th gear there as we've got another car off the road. Who is it? Is that Nils? No, it's not Nils. Someone was off. Someone right at the back. It's just Lethal. Oh, he's spinning. He's reset to track. He's not having a good race today. He's 25 seconds behind. Interval at the moment, and he's spun again. He needs to cool those tyres down. He's got the leader coming up behind him now. He needs to just stay off that throttle for a bit, turn off the ERS, and just cool those tyres down. They are too hot. So the leader's coming up to him, so we'll move away from him, and we'll switch back to Cito right now, who is only 2 tenths behind. So there's a big battle going on for P7 right now. Robbo France is leading this battle. Actually, I think there's a battle for P6 going on, because he's not too far ahead either. Nils is in the middle of it, May's in the middle of it, Robbo's in the middle of it. Let's see if these guys can do any overtakes now. A lot of them are going to have DRS. All of them are going to have DRS. In fact, apart from Robbo France ahead, apart from Mosquito, who is 3.7 seconds behind. So let's see if Mosquito gets eaten up here. We'll switch to the rear cam. We won't watch the DRS open, but we will watch the DRS of Robbo France open. Let's see how close Robbo France can get. That's not going to happen. Let's switch back. Robbo France's DRS. Nils' rear. May's rear, this is the closest one right now. Let's stick with May's rear. Let's see if he can make any overtake here then. So, Cito, have you got what it takes? Have you got that setup nailed? His DRS is open, but so is yours. What can you do? Nah, he's not going to be able to do it here. The braking zone has come a bit too early than what Cito was hoping for. He's gone a little bit wider. Oh, he almost unsettled the car. What was I saying about the adverse camber there on the outside of turn 4? You have to be careful and look at that. He has been swallowed up by Sweet Ross. Big mistake from him there, and that's cost him a position. That's cost him a position of the points, actually. But let's remember, we are only on lap 7, so there is still a long way to go. Now, the gap between Nils and Robbo, look at that. It is so close. I'll stick with Robbo for now, and we'll ride on board just to see how close Nils is to the back of him. He's very close. Nils in that Williams car there. Here we go. Now, Robbo is going to get DRS, remember, so Nils is going to be a part of this DRS train. DRS wide open there. Don't think Nils is going to be able to catch him yet. And again, the gap is actually increasing. Look at that. Ooh, as we see Mosquito get overtaken there with the use of that DRS. And can Nils capitalize on this now as well? Now, Mosquito will get DRS. Let's see if Nils has got it. Nils, it looks like his overtake is on. He's side by side. He's down the inside now. Can he outbrake him as well on the inside, dirtier part of the track? He can. He's managed to hold on to it. Look at that clean racing. Clever move. Under pressure from May behind him. He's not making a move, is he? No. Ooh, almost came to contact there, but these guys, professional drivers, managing to keep it out of each other's tyres. I don't know what I just said there, but anyway, they're leaving enough space there, being respectful, and this is a good battle to watch right now. Now, it still looks like these guys are the closest on track, so I am going to stick with them for now, and I am going to quickly jump back up to Nils, because Nils looks like he's in a better overtaking opportunity. Look at that corner. Turn 12, Nils nailed it. Robbo did not get the line he wanted to. Maybe he was taking a defensive stance, and that has compromised his top speed. The exit of turn 12 was not great for him. DRS wide open for Nils there. He's managed to pass him. He is a full car length ahead now. He's going to take that racing line before he gets to the braking zone, and he's going to stay firmly ahead. Now again, we'll switch back to Robbo, and let's see if Robbo is now going to be under pressure as we've got a yellow flag. That's a safety car. We have a safety car, guys. Nils managed to get that overtake done just in time, and we have a full we've got yellow flags in every sector, and the safety car is indeed out. We've got someone in the pits. Oh, what's that? The Ferrari. He's just destroyed some of those barge boards there. Right, we've got a few guys in the pits. Danny is in the pits. Sweet Ross is in the pits. Albrecht is coming out of the pits. Now, where's Breakfast? He's just coming up to turn 12 now, so he's got a long way to go before he catches the safety car, which is currently sat just before turn 3. So, just before turn 4, sorry. So is he coming into the pits? Let's have a look at these guys' tyres very quickly. Telemetry, what is it? Where would it be? Tyre, there we go. Ah, Breakfast stays out, Blue Rocket comes in. Now remember, Breakfast needs to finish ahead of Haverna to keep P4, but he needs to almost finish a full race length ahead of Alpha. So Breakfast is holding on to those medium tyres. There's 9-lap-old medium tyres, let's not forget. And Alpha is on those 9-lap-old hard tyres. So who's pitted? Blue Rocket is pitted from the lead. He's going to be overtaken by a few more drivers here, actually. Oh, he's spun. And he's been reset to track. Interesting. So it looks like he spun coming out of the pits, and it reset him to a better position on track. If that wasn't sneaky, then this game is stupid. But we'll have to see if is considered because it looks like he might have gained a position there. Or maybe I'm wrong, maybe he wasn't coming out. No, he must have been coming out of the pits, yeah. So he looks like he's gained an advantage from spinning there. Lap 10, we'll have to look at that. And the safety car has now catched the leader. So we're just waiting for everyone to bunch up. It's going to be out till about lap 12, 13 then. Because it is a very short track, yes, but when it gets to that back straight and you're in the middle part of the track, you're not going to be catching up as much as you want to. So let's ride on board. So I've just noticed that King Muriel is out. He's retired in the pits. You saw his Mercedes there just disappear as it went into the pit lane. I wonder what happened to him. He was on fresh hard tyres. Let me see if I can see anything in the race. Excuse me. Hello.
Hello, I'm your commentator now.
What happened to you?
My wheel kit is connecting, and I crash.
You just use your controller. Be like Iza.
Controller is more broken, dude.
Yeah. So, as you know, there's a safety car going on right now. I have announced that you would be giving $100 to the top 3 drivers. So how do you feel about that?
That is false.
No, it's been broadcast live, so I believe you're going to have to fulfill that promise.
Why do you do this to me?
I don't know, but I've said it I think about 4 or 5 times now, so anyone watching the stream will be expecting it, so yeah, good luck with that. Lap 12.
Fine, I'll get Tick to sponsor you guys. Right?
Sounds great.
We'll be handing $200 to the winner.
We'll discuss the terms and conditions later. Right, so it looks like the safety car is going to be coming in this lap. Almost everyone is caught up, and if the back guy, it's Blue Rocket, who pitted from the lead, didn't he? For some hard tyres, and he's now all the way at the back. Or was he near the front? I can't remember exactly where he was, but yeah, he's on 1 lap old hards now, so he's pitted a lap later than everyone else. And he's trying desperately hard.
Oh, Fafino spun!
Oh no. Where is he? Has he managed to get his position back? He's down. He's in P9 at the moment.
P9.
Oh no! Oh no! And
what 1 to 6 hasn't beaten yet. So technically, News is in the lead.
Yeah, and those 11 lap old mediums aren't going to be great in about 3 laps time. So let's see what happens now. The safety car is coming in. Buckfest is going to be getting the limiter because he's a bit too close to the safety car. So he's going to be. I reckon he's going to do a Verstappen and start pretty much on the line here because he doesn't want anyone to take advantage of the slipstream all the way down to turn 1. Now, these guys need to be careful. Look how close Alpha is behind him. They're so close right now. And here he goes. He's managed to get away, so he's on that throttle in 4th gear. He had no wheel spin. It looks like he's got away okay, actually. He's about 3 tenths ahead of Alpha right now. So I'll move away from these guys and just quickly jump down. See if there's any incidents into turn 1. It's looking okay. There's no yellow flag yet. There's hardly any contact. There's a little bit of contact between Hervina and Robbo there in the McLaren. But it's looking okay. He's had to tuck in behind him, so he's still down in P9. Robbo is looking like he's under a bit of pressure. He hasn't got that much of a slipstream ahead as the guys behind him, but he's managed to hold on to it for now as they go through turn 4. Now, up ahead, we've got Alpha just 4 tenths behind. He's actually increasing that gap, so Breakfast is away. But remember, he's on 12-lap old medium tyres now, and Alpha's in a better position, probably, on those 12-lap old hards. But he will be in a better position in a few laps' time once he gets temperature back into those hard tyres. Now, we've got a yellow in Sector 2. Just Lethal is off. He's managed to get it back on. He's travelling. He's ghosting through someone at the moment. He's last,
Mosquito and me just make contact on the final corner.
They did. He's still half on the grass. Mosquito's dropped down to P16. He's having to wait to get on the throttle. He's having to swerve out of the way just as they get up to turn 12. He's lost so much, and he's on those 12-lap old mediums. Let's not forget that. What a horrible position he's in right now. There is no safety car. May is still very much behind him, and Just Lethal is just now pretty much braking to let all of these drivers lap him because he was a lap down. And that caused a little bit of havoc in the middle of the track too. Now Teak has managed to overtake Blue Rocket. Blue Rocket has managed to take that position back from Teak. They were side by side. They've still not got DRS right now, but look at this. Teak looks like he's got an amazing slipstream. Is he going to be able to sneak down the inside? Is he going to do it outbreaking? No, he's not. He's going to tuck him behind, and he's going to have to hold on for another lap now. Oh, he's got too much curb there. He unsettled his car, and he's dropped back about another 0.4 of a second there. Too many mistakes there from Teak, but let's see how Hervina's getting back on. He's managed to get up to P7 now. He's still behind the McLaren of Robo France, and Nils is up in P5 at the moment, battling Crisbull ahead of him. Crisbull, he's the one that did his lap on the wets, didn't he? He's managed to get
I've
all
been
the way
watching
back
Nils.
up.
He's been weaving down on the straights. I think he's just gonna follow Chris all the way.
Let's see.
He fits.
So Nils is on 4-lap old hard, so he can go to the end of the race here. Got 22 laps to go, so there'll be 26 laps in total. Yeah, that's doable with these hard tyres. And he's tucking in behind him. Nils is still trying to get temperature into his tyres. And I'm surprised Crisbull on those 14-lap old hards is still managing to stay ahead by quite some margin, actually. There's 0.4 of a second ahead. Let's see if Nils opens his DRS. Yes, he does, and let's watch that gap come down. So it was 0.4. It's below 0.4 now. It's below 3.5. It's below 0.3. So you can gain 0.2 on that back straight there. You can gain even more on the main pit straight. Let's see if Nils can do anything then as he approaches turn 12. Now we've got some overtakes. Someone's dropped down. It's Havina. He spun. He's back on track. He spun at turn 5. Oh no. Well, at least those hard tyres will be up to temperature now. But yeah, he's dropped all the way down from P7 to P17. I wonder if he's going to have to take it a little bit easy on those tyres, and he's going wide here. He is. I think his tyres are actually overheated now. He's going to have to cool those down. So let's go back up to Nils, and let's see, as he comes up to turn 12 now, can he get a good exit to not compromise any of his top speed? It's looking okay. I don't think he's in an overtake. Oh no, he is. He is in an overtaking position. Look at that slipstream alone, and now the DRS. Stay behind him, Nils. He's got Chris Bull's in a defensive move right now. He's still. Crisbull outbreaks him, keeps the inside line there, and manages to tuck in through turn 2. Oh, look at that! Oversteer from Crisbull!
Tank slapper.
Yes, he oversteered. He got a horrible tank slapper, and Nils with DRS is now pulling away. And Sito behind him.
4.4 seconds off the leader.
Yes, indeed. And look at this. Sito 2022 behind him is now overtaking Crisbull as well through turn 4. How long did this last? 12 laps, so come lap 20 to 22, he's going to have to come in for another stop and fit a pair of... I don't know what he started on, actually. But I wonder, will mediums be able to go 16 laps? Well, the guys ahead still on the medium, so probably.
He started on mediums.
Oh, he did?
If he can stretch out the softs, can do double softs to the end.
There we go. That would be interesting to see. And another safety car would help him out quite a bit as well.
And also Nils is using a straight line speed setup, so it's going to be very good on the overtake at turn 1.
Very nice. So he's got 1.9 seconds from P3 at the moment. Sito has got DRS on him, and he is actually closing him down. He gained 0.2 on that straight there once he opened up his DRS. I'm not sure what the slipstream was before that, but Nils is under pressure right now because it's the hard versus soft tyre, both 7-lap old. He will be under pressure for at least the next few laps. Now let's see if he's going to make a move here down the inside. He is going to be able to outbrake him even. He is. He's gone down the inside. Can he hold on to it though? He can. Nils down the inside of the contact. Oh no! There was contact. I think Keto got some oversteer there around the outside and actually turned it into Nils. I don't think that was Nils' fault. But there was contact and he is now dropped down to P11. Is there more going on? Teak is now spun as well. What's happening here? Oh no.
Assistance. Alpha is gonna be... What is that?
There's 2 more cars
P2
ahead
in the
of him.
standings?
Could be.
Yeah, assistant Alpha is P2 in the standings.
Oh, there you go. Right. So closest on track right now is between Donava, your teammate, and Albrecht. Excuse me. Right, so let's jump to Albrecht right now and see how close he is catching up to the back of Polani. He's just 2 tenths behind. There is going to be an overtake here. Look at this, DRS down the inside. Can he hold on to it? Can he tuck it in? Almost as if Polini didn't actually want to give that position up there, but the overtake's been done. And where's Donava in all of this? He's 6 tenths behind now. So we could see another attempt here down the inside at turn 4. No, he's lifting and he's braking a little bit early there. He's going to have to tuck in and try again on the next lap. And out ahead, we've got Blue Rocket, who is now just 2 tenths behind Robo Francis. He goes through turn 8 and now through turn 9.
They get Sweet Ross going side by side through the right-hander.
Did they manage to keep it?
Stick on the inside. Yeah.
Ooh.
Sweet got an overtake done.
We've got a full course yellow.
Oh, the safety car.
The safety car's out, yeah. Yellow flag in all 3 sectors. Now, if he comes into the pits now, Cito on those softs, do you think he'll be able to take a fresh pair of softs to the end? 18 laps? No, he won't, will he?
No, but he can go to the hards.
Yeah, he's going to have to.
Everyone speeds. Nils now in the lead. 9 lap all tires compared to everyone behind him.
Yeah, now let's see what these guys are going to put on. A set of mediums going on Lingy's car. A set of mediums going on Alpha's too. It's pretty much mediums all round right now. We've got the Cito in the pits. Let's see what he puts on. We've got Crisball on the medium tyre too. And we've got Cito on the hard tyre. Yeah. So, and where has he come out? He's come out in P15. So that incident that he had, it's put him in a horrible position now. A really tricky position for him, actually. Oh, and just Lethal's just left the session. Oh, he DNF'd already. I didn't see that.
I think he caused the safety car.
Ah, I didn't see that. Okay, fair enough. So we've got the top 3, top 4, top 5, top 6, top 7, who are all on the hard tyres, and they all pitted at the previous safety car.
Only
Either
10
on
laps
first lap
all
or
hards
second.
compared to the 3 mediums behind them.
Yeah, 3 fresh mediums behind. Look at that. Wow, this is going to be an interesting
about to unfold right now
to this race. It is
through strategy.
It really is. Interesting. Okay, whilst the safety car's out, I'm just going to be right back, so give me a minute.
Oh, P1 Nils started from P7, now it's P1. RoboFront gained 10 positions from P12 on the alternate strategy. Pit on the first safety car, remember? Blue Rocket has lost 2 positions, he got pole in qualifying. Plain Cookie also gained a lot of positions from strategy. Gained 12 positions from P16. Teen gains 4 positions. Alani gained 7 positions. Denava gains 8 positions. That's all the people who had pitted on lap. Don't remember what lap is that, was first safety car. Now we got Breakfast, Lingy and Alpha on the fresh mediums. Gonna have a big charge through the field, trying to get a win from Nils. We've got Chris as well on the fresh mediums.
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, great.
Just give me a debrief on the positions.
Very nice. What's the championship standings looking like?
Tig is still in the lead. It's Alpha P2.
Good, good. Right, no
I'll
safety
have a
car
look on
in
the
yet.
others.
Yeah, okay. Oh, safety car is in this lap. We got the notification as we go through turn 12. Oh no, right. Has Nils warmed his tyres up? Is Robbo going to be able to make a move on the same set of tyres? Any of those medium tyre changes, P9 to P11, are going to be able to make any moves as they come into turn 1. Now, let's see when Nils is going to squirt that throttle. He's not doing it yet. He's still swerving. He's still putting heat in. He's not up yet. Just going to watch that throttle input. There we go, and he's away. He's away. He didn't get any wheel spin as he was going through turn 4. He did have to lift slightly in 4th gear. Sorry, not turn 4. But he's managed to hold on to it now. A big move by Robert
in the back and
Franz there.
2.5 spun.
Oh no! Oh look at all these position changes on there.
I can't keep up with this.
Oh my goodness! Now there's a yellow in sector 1, so some people who are overtook through there might have to give that position back. Yes, they are. Original Pio just had to re-overtake the Mosquito, I think, because he had to give the position back. Oh no! Robert Franz has been spun. He's been spun by the person in P3. I don't know who that. It might have been Blue Rocket.
Pulse hitter, Blue Rocket.
Oh no! It looked like they tried to go side by side through turn 4 there, and he's all the way down in P18 now. Oh no, he was looking at a podium finish, and now he's all the way down in last place, who are still racing. Denava's down in P17 with the penalty as well. Playing Cookie's just 6/10 behind. Oh, we've got a little bit of battle going on in the middle here between May and Hervina, and then Hervina and Teak as well, and obviously ahead of them, so there's not going to be any DRS. So those people who have got a top speed, low downforce setup at the moment are going to be benefiting a lot if those around them don't have it. There's a little bit of contact there, I think, between May and Hervina. May is really forcing him to stay around the inside here. There is contact between the front right tyre and the left barge board there of Hervina now. Is May going to be able to hold on to this? He's broke a little bit late. There's contact between the Ferrari. He's spun. He is off the track. May has just outbroke himself there and caused that himself, and he comes back on track, goes through. Oh, and he's causing contact between them. Oh no, May has just wiped out Mosquito. May has just wiped
Alpha
him
going
out.
down into Havina led his teammate by.
No.
What's that?
Oh,
Sito just
no.
dived from Havina from a mile away. Now going side by side through the right hander, and Sito gave back the position. Good
Oh
progress,
my
Sito.
goodness. What happened then?
Before the safety car restart,
Yeah.
Alpha Tauri was P4 in the constructors, and now you're back to P5.
Oh, and Havina's just got a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. He gained a place. I wonder what happened there. Well, we know what happened. I wonder why he did that. Interesting.
Just
now,
Sito wants to join the commentary.
it's all gone wrong. You've given everyone the commentator curse. Now, we've got Crisball, championship winner, who is currently piling the pressure on. Lingy, the same tyres, both 3-lap old mediums. Look at this. He's very, very close behind. Still not got DRS, but he is very, very close. And Nils is 2.5, almost 3 seconds ahead of P2 at the minute. So Nils is just running away at the moment. Now, let's see if Crisball can do anything to Lingy right
Nils
now.
need his teammate to defend from these three.
We've got a yellow flag. Is that
three new
Havina
fresh
again?
tyres.
I think Havina's off. There was a yellow flag at turn
What if I
1.
just send it down on 10?
Oh, crikey.
Breakfast has a, what's that, 9 laps advantage on tyres. Now
Yeah,
it's gonna
he
have
does,
the
yeah.
hand down on Nils.
Here we go. 2.8 seconds, 2.7 seconds, the gap between them. That gap's coming down, actually. So he is catching up with Nils at the moment. And look at this, Lingy and Crisball almost going side by side through the left-hander at turn 9 there. Oh, this is getting very, very interesting. Through turn 10 they go. You know, you do not want to get oversteer as you go through turn 10.
You're nearly kissing him there.
Yeah, indeed. This is very, very, very close. Just 2 tenths between these two at the minute. And again ahead, 2 tenths between them as well. So DRS should be turned back on this lap. They'll get it from on the straight from from turn 3 to turn 4. Oh, it's already open. DRS is already active. Lingy's got his wide open and he's got the overtake. Done. Lingy's just overtaken Albrecht with DRS. There we go. So now let's see if Crisball can do the same thing to him here. Although Albrecht will get DRS now as well. DRS in just 100 meters now. Let's see if he's going to get it. Yep. Open. Got yellow in sector 1. We've got some incident going on between a Ferrari and a Red Bull. I think there's someone spun off.
May's in the wall.
Oh, he's out. He's not out, but he's off. He's back on track now. and Crystal did not manage to get the overtake done because of that DRS train here, and Lingy is now under a lot of pressure as Wetfest reduces the gap, and look at that, Crystal down the inside through
What a
turn
move
6.
by Chris.
Oh my gosh, I did not think that was ever possible through there. How
That's
did
the
he carry
difference
so much
between
speed?
a 5-lap mediums and a 15-lap all hards.
Ah, there you go. He's just got that extra rotation. Good job there. Crisbor.
As Weapon just gained 6 tenths on Niels on this lap alone.
Under 2 seconds now, it's 1.8 seconds. Nils tyres, 14 lap hold hard. It shouldn't be falling off already.
I think it already is. 6 tenths on 1 lap. That's why.
I think Nils is going to have an existential crisis very, very soon. I thought there was
another
hope
his straight line speed can help him here.
You can see it, it's back up to 1.9 seconds down that back straight, and then as soon as they go through the corners, it's dropping down again. Oh no! Playing Cookie spun, he's in the wall. He had a little bit of contact with the car ahead as he was going through turn 1, and he couldn't hold on to the oversteer. Spun him straight into the wall now. That has been cleared now as everyone makes their way through. No more yellow flag, we're back to green. And
the
look
rest
at
of
this.
the spins.
Alpha just dives down the inside of Albrecht. He went on the grass actually. He's managed to hold on to the position. And now Lingy is just 3 tenths, 4 tenths behind Crisball. Crisball's closing that gap now between Bweckfest. I know Bweck disrupts Nils here. They're so close behind each other now. As Polini picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, Blue Rocket lost it and Cito just hit him on the side pod. Same as Savina. Luckily, none of them got damaged there.
What damage settings do you have on?
Reduce.
Is it reduced? Yeah, okay, good. And the gap is now 1.3 between Bweckfest and Nils, that's P1 and P2, and 1.1 between Bweckfest and Crisball, that's P2 and P3.
1.10.416.
Yeah, and Lingy on the same medium tyres, 7 lap old mediums, he's not letting them go either. He's only 8 tenths behind and he is holding on to it. He's dropping back a tiny bit each lap, but he is keeping them active at the moment as we've got some guys in the pits, but there's a yellow flag on track. What's going on here? Cito's retired in the pits. Ah, no. And we got another driver in the pits as well, playing Cookie. Is he retiring too? Or he's coming back out. He's coming back out. That's good. Now, gap is 1.2 seconds. Again, it's coming down as you go through the middle sections as you get to this downforce dependent part of the track. We've got a 3 tenths, 4 tenths gap between Polini and Albrecht as well, with just 10 laps to go now. It looks like Cito's car, it looks like he quits the main menu, because, oh no, it's not. Wait, whose car is that coming out of the pits now?
Cito.
Ah, so yeah, he's quits the main menu, his car's still there. And
Lingy is out of DRS. Chris just got DRS on breakfast. Yeah. And now the race is gonna unfold.
Here we go. Got yellow in sector 2. Oh, that's
3 different tyres actually. 17 laps all tyres, 8 laps hards, and 8 lap mediums.
Yeah, but I wonder if Crisball is just pushing too hard at the moment, or whether he should make his attack a bit later on. If he is pushing those tyres, he's not going to be in a great position come lap 32, 33 versus those hards ahead of him. I wonder if he cools down. He's only got 11% ERS as well. Weckfest has only got 6, whilst Nils ahead has got a third of the tank.
40. Yeah. And a lot of straight line speed as well. It's shown on his race.
Lot more going on in this race.
The tyre is gonna go on the hands of Weckfest.
Yeah, and Nils. 17 lap hards at the moment.
Yeah, Nils is screwed.
Nils
already in DRS.
It's over. Polini is now just 5 tenths behind, and Havina is back up to 3 tenths behind Blue Rocket. He's gone down the inside. Blue Rocket's, I think he just almost gave up that position. It's almost like he moved out the way for him. Oh, and Blue Rocket's tyres aren't looking great either. It looks like he's getting oversteer out of his corners. His Crisball is now just 4 tenths behind. Oh, he doesn't have a wing. Fair enough. Here we go. Crisball's got DRS open. Weckfest has his open too. He can't close Nils down, but Crisball is closing Weckfest down. So, again, they're going to be gaining a lot of time on Nils through these corners here. Look at that. Lost to 10th. Again, 10th. Coming down again. Oh, and no! Crisball's lost it! He's round! He's round! A sigh of relief for Nils. A big mistake from the championship winner. He's back down in P7 now. And now the battle is truly between Bweckfest and Nils, as we see a yellow in the sector 3 get cleared up straight away. So, 6 tenths behind. That straight line speed is really, really helping Nils out right now. So we've got a driver. We've got Sui Ross on 19 lap old mediums in the pits. So it looks like that's the limit for the medium tyre. Now, add 10 laps on, or add even 5 laps on. On lap 33. Now, let's see if Weckfest is closing him down here, because this might be where Nils. I don't know. Nils isn't going to pit again, is he? Unless it's a safety car.
Yeah.
He's going to have to hold on to this, and he's got Lingy 3 seconds
The only way
behind.
he can win is to hold on in the corners and just pull away on the straights, like he's doing right now.
He is. So look, that gap's come down 3 tenths
on
though.
the straights.
It was 7 tenths last lap at this point, and it's now 3, so he's lost 4 tenths on the previous lap. If Weckfest can continue piling on the pressure with only 9% ERS versus Nils now 14%, so Nils has had to switch that on to defend. I think Nils. Yeah, I think this is just when it happens rather than if now. Nils' P1 is done. 19 lap hold hards, 11% ERS.
Also, Alfred is back in the game.
Say that again?
Also, is before. Wasn't he in the incident of safety car restart?
Yeah, he was. He's back in it.
Oh, he's behind Lingy. Just to win.
Right, here we go.
So any of the top 4 game right now.
Oh my god, Weckfest had an absolutely amazing exit out of turn 12. He's got Nils on the ropes here. Now, we'll just wait for that DRS zone to act. There we go. DRS open. He's 3 tenths behind as the DRS opens. Look at the top speed difference there. 206 versus 196. That's 10-mile-an-hour difference there, and he's still not able to overtake Nils. Nils heavy on the defense, clever on the defense, and look at that. It's paid off.
That's a good idea as well. I think he might defend. Both no ERS.
Oh no, they're at 0%. Is he going to go down the inside? No, he's not. He's going to hold on to it. Clever there from Breakfast. He knows now. He's gained another 2 tenths.
Goes all himself, Lingy.
Oh no.
Truth and tree.
Side by side.
Position done. As he got the inside line on the left and
he's still got it though. He's still got it. Look, he's still got a wheel up. Don't do it. Don't do it. They're going side by side. He's given him enough space on the outside there. Now can these guys keep it clean? Yes, they can. He's managed to hold on to that inside line.
Oh my gosh, Lingy things once again.
That was close. That was very, very close. As Weckfest closes
really not
back
helping
up
their
again.
situation right now.
No.
They need to work together if they want to get win.
Yeah, Weckfest and Nils pretty much have exactly the same ERS right now, so it's all going to come down again to set up. And look at that. Oh, Nils has a horrible time slapper. Oversteer out of the final corner. That is it. His P1 is done. He's got no DRS. Weckfest has got the overtake done. It's still side by side, but there you go. Full car length. Nils tucking him behind. He's going to try as much as he can to take advantage of his slipstream and his low downforce. But is he going to be able to do anything right now? No, he's not. And this is it. Weckfest has got the lead with just 5 laps to go.
And both of them has warnings. 2 warnings. 1 warning and a penalty.
Interesting. And look at this, Polini so close to Chris Bull right now. Remember, Chris Bull had that incident right here, previous few laps ago.
I'm not trying to go around the outside of Lingy at turn 3.
It's not happening.
Clip the grass.
Yeah, I saw that. He's having to correct a lot of oversteer through there as well. Look at this. Nils has held on to it though. Nils is only 3 tenths behind. He has held on to it. And if Nils gets DRS, Weckfest has got 0 chance. Absolutely 0 chance. Because of Nils' top speed setup.
Lingy has 1 warning. Technically,
oof, Albrecht gets the penalty. He's got 3-second time penalty. Here we go. Coming through turn 12 now. Nils has a nice exit, gear 5. He takes that a lot higher than Weckfest actually. But here we go. He's already caught him before the DRS. And the ERS, 11%, 14%. Weckfest does have a little more. Yeah, he's got him. And Weckfest is having to tuck him behind again. So this could be interesting for Weckfest because he's going to know that if he overtakes him, he's going to get overtaken back. So he might have to keep it until the final lap and just hope that Nils' tyres, 22-lap-old tyres, start to drop off. There's contact between them there. There was a little bit of side-by-side there. And look at this. Nils is now fighting back and he's got it back. Nils has got that position back. A little kiss as they go through 5.
Did anyone tell Nils he's on 22-lap all hearts?
I know. I cannot believe it. He's
I don't think I told him.
So hard.
He's racing like he's on fresh hearts.
Yeah, and it's great to see. It's absolutely fantastic to see. I know there are other drivers close on track, guys. We're going to stick with these.
Lingy on that lap.
Yeah. Right, let's stick with them. 4.5 laps to go. or sorry, 4 1/3 laps to go as they go through sector 2 there. Right, let's see if Weckfest is going to be able to get a nice exit. He does, he gets another nice exit. Now, Nils isn't going to be able to hold on to this. He's got 24% ERS versus Nils 17%, and he's going to get DRS now as well. So he's going to close up. He's not. I don't think it's going to be through turn 1. I think Nils has got too much of a strong defence, but he's going to do it in the next straight after turn 3. So there's through turn 1. Through turn 2, he needs full throttle. He didn't full throttle it through there, and that's allowed Nils to just inch ahead ever so slightly. DRS is open now, though, and he's not turning on that ERS. He's going to hold on to it. I think he's biding his time here. He knows he's on the better tyre, and if he can stick within those 3 tenths before turn 12 on lap 35, it's his.
Yep.
He's got to play it smart. He has to play it smart, as Lingy now is 4 tenths behind Alpha. There's another battle going on. And I will quickly jump down to Blue Rocket, who is now just 2 tenths behind, and he's got DRS.
Mayfair Company as well, only 6 tenths behind. For P14.
And he's got him. Overtake done. Can he close it down? No, he can't. Look at this down the inside. The Haas goes. He's holding on to it, but he's going to be compromised. There's a tiny bit of contact there, and he's pulled away. So it's okay. It's okay. Now, the gap ahead, 4 tenths of a second. Denava is 6 tenths, but 7 tenths behind Albrecht as well. So it's not over for Danny yet either. He's holding on to a point. He does. And how much penalties does he have?
Oh, let me check. He has 3 seconds. We're to P9 right now. Can hold that gap to him.
Okay. There we go. There we got a big battle going on in the
Where
middle.
did Chris come from?
Oh, hang on. Something's happened. Someone's off. It's Robbo France in the McLaren. He's off. Middle sector. Not sure what happened there, but let's quickly jump back to the lead.
Yeah,
as we see them go through turn 6. Look at this. Weckfest is holding on to his ERS. Look, he's on 40%. Nils is on 29.
He's waiting for the final lap here.
Yeah, he's doing the clever thing right now. This is going to be a last lap decider, and if they come to blows, it's going to be tragic. So, as it stands, who's finishing in the top 3 overall?
Chris, Dick, Shane. Alpha.
$300 out of your wallet. Here we go. He's making the move. Weckfest has got his DRS open. He's got his ERS on. He's got the overtake. And now he's going to have to play super defensive. He needs to put Nils on the back foot here so he cannot re-overtake. He needs to brake a tiny bit earlier and disrupt Nils' flow through here, but he can't. Nils is... He's lost it! Oh, no! Nils, he's lost it to P3. Where's Chris Ball? Is Chris Ball going to make the move as well? 25 lap old hards. He just pushed them to the limit. He pushed them to the limit, and now he's going to get swallowed up by Chris Ball. Those tyres are not going to be forgiving as he goes through turn 4. He's not understeering though. He's still holding on to them quite well. Interesting, but that's the lead for Weckfest. He's right behind him. Chris Bill is so close behind. I think he's going to make quick work of him too.
Yeah,
25 lap old hards.
He's looking at P3, 1 more lap to go.
He can still get it.
He has more years as well.
But do you think he will? Do you think he can hold on?
Well, it's Niels, anything can happen.
I think Chris Bill's going to get him. But let's see what happens as Weckfest. Is he starting the final lap yet? He's starting the final lap
3
now.
2 1 now.
Okay, so for now, I'll stick with Crisball because these are the closest in the top 10 at the moment. There is a battle going on between May, if you could look at that, and there's another battle going on between Hervina.
Now behind D as well.
Yep. So, we're going to stick with Crisball, and we're going to ride on board with him, and let's see if Nils' defence...
Crisball penalty. Just got it.
He's got it. Oh my god, Crisball.
This is only one warning away to a penalty. That is
okay. There we
he
go.
can still got a penalty.
Now, Nils' tyres could betray him again. They could betray him. But it's looking like a Nils P3 at the moment. Now, I'm going to switch back up to the lead as he goes through this long left-hander. Up through to turn 10. So, Weckfest started in P2. He's coming around at the final braking zone now. He started in P2. He's managed to take his tyres the distance. He's done a clever strategy, played the safety car very well, and he's finished on the hard tyre in P1. What a great way to end the season with Breakfast winning the race. Congratulations. And now second place it's going to be Alpha, who gained 3 positions from the start. And it's going to be Nils and Crisbel. Is it going to be a photo finish? It looks like it is. It's going to be Nils. It's just Nils, even though he had a penalty.
Nils just got it.
Yeah, Nils finishing P3. Crisbel P4, Lengy P5.
Oh, Hopina got him on the line.
Yeah, P6 he finishes. Teak finishes P7, Hopina P8. And it's going to be Albrecht. And is Danny going to finish ahead of him? I can't remember what the penalties were, but Danny could be taking P10. He does. He gets his points.
Yep.
Well done there, Danny. Congratulations. As we watch with Mosquito crossing the line there. For P12, Blue Rocket is going to be next. He was up in the lead at some point, wasn't he? And he's finished P13 as he slides across the line. And Sweet Ross finishes P15. With RoboFan, it's going to be the last one to cross the line in the McLaren. He's had a difficult race. He was up there in a podium spot at one point, and he had a horrible incident at the first at turn 1, and he's finished in P16. But there we go. Why hasn't he got a checkered flag? Oh, he has. Oh, there we go. So that's the race over, guys. So who is the top 3 in the championship?
Chris, Dick, and Shane.
There we go. So you guys will be receiving $100 US from King Mural. And
I didn't promise anything.
The top 3 constructors?
Top 3 constructors. I was doing math. Haas, Aston Martin, and Alpine.
There we go. So, when does the next season start? I'm sure all of our 5 viewers want to find out.
2 to 3 weeks.
There we go, guys. You heard it first. Join Bolt Racing Group. I'm sure you can find them somewhere on Google. They have a Discord server. Yeah, it's been emotional. I'm going to end the stream there. Any final words, Milo?
I'm not giving $200.
Well, he says he's giving $300. There we have it, guys. Okay, have a great time and thanks for joining.